All right, I've been waiting for this day since the last time I was with these two gentlemen. The red box is on. Inside that red box, as I read it, it says the word live. And as I consult my host manual, it means we are, go figure, in fact, live. No turning back, gentlemen. You're both brave souls. So thank you so much for doing this once again. It's an absolute honor this evening, in afternoon or morning, depending on what part of the country and world you hail from, to have back such an important group in the history of music that still connects with us to this very day and means so much to us. And with that, gentlemen, as if you needed an introduction, I know I'm making you work hard today, but if you would, please introduce yourselves. I'll start with you, Dwayne.
I'm Dwayne Allen. I was raised in Taylortown, Texas. I've been with the Oak Ridge Boys. This is my 60th year,
It's
and it's
amazing.
great to be back on your show again.
Thank you so much. William, bar's pretty high. Over to you.
Well, William Lee Golden here. I'm from Bruton, Alabama. Grew up on a cotton and peanut farm. But I joined the Oak Ridge Boys in 1965 in January. And singing harmony, singing baritone. And so I'm happy to be here today, man. We're excited about the things that are going on. In fact, we've just been in the studio this week, and we'll get into that later on here.
Yes, we will. I'm really excited for us to share that news with the fans. I just heard myself, and just to as if you folks don't know, if I read their complete resume, we'd be here for the whole hour, and wouldn't be able to talk to them. But they've received 4 Academy Country Music Awards, 2 American Music Awards, 5 Billboard Awards, 4 Country Music Awards or Association Awards, 5 Grammys, 12 Gospel Music Association Dove Awards, just to name a few. And continuing, they're members of the Grand Ole Opry, and rightfully so, the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, the Vocal Group Hall of Fame, and of course, the Country Music Hall of Fame. I think they should be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And we'll start that writing petition before we call it a day. They've achieved 17 number one hits, including Leaving Louisiana in the Broad Daylight, Bobby Sue, Trying to Love Two Women, I'm Setting Fancy Free, American Made, and of course the unforgettable Elvira. They continue to make amazing music, and they also have an astounding 37 top 20 country hits, 12 gold, 3 platinum, and 1 double platinum album. But who's counting? The Oak Ridge Boys have forged their mark in the gospel, pop, country, and I'm going to say rock music industry as well. They've sold well over 41 million albums. You're in for a real treat today. I'm Steve Harkins, your host for Talk Shop Live. Please welcome once again, unquestionably an absolute American treasure from the Oak Ridge Boys, Dwayne Allen and William Lee Golden, back to Talk Shop Live. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here again today.
Steve, it's good to see you again. Always good to talk with you. We had so many responses from the last time that we were on. We jumped at the opportunity to be able to talk with you again.
That's really kind of you to say. A little bit of pressure with the bar being so high, Dwayne, but I know you guys will help me pull through this.
Well, you read off a whole PR set of things there all at once. It is kind of overwhelming when you hear it all together, but stretch that over 60 years for William Lee and I. We've had a wonderful run. We're still out there on the road, and we're still enjoying being the Oak Ridge Boys.
So glad to hear that. It's important for us fans, but first and foremost, it starts with you, right? I mean, and fans, I just want to say, if you'd like to ask Dwayne and William Lee a question, or you have a comment, use the chat function. We'll get to as many as possible. And first of all, I just want to start out and say everyone is sending our love, thoughts, and prayers to Richard, and wondering if you guys could kind of share an update on how he's doing.
Go ahead, Rich.
Well, Richard, as you know, he's been struggling with pancreatic cancer, and he's been going through treatments, and the treatments seem to be doing a lot better. And this week, he joined us in the studio to record 2 or 3 songs. So that's good news for us and good news for Richard.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's great to hear, and great news for us fans as well. Thank you for sharing that, William Lee. And we're sending our love, as I said, thoughts and prayers. And I wanted to share with fans a brief clip from an amazing bridge dedication to the Oak Ridge Boys just recently in Henderson, because we wanted you to hear from Richard. And I know he would have loved to have been here, but health and wellness must surely come first. And let's hear some remarks from Richard. Brendan, if you would be so kind, please roll the digital.
It's an honor for me to be here today. As I said earlier in my remarks, there's no greater honor than to be honored by your hometown. And that's what we're doing here today. And it's certainly a pleasure to be here. As many of you know, I've had a challenging 6 or 8 months that I've been battling a terrible disease here. And, many of you have mentioned concerns. And your concerns really, I thank you for that. But more than your concerns, many of you said that you're praying for me. And I certainly appreciate that. Those prayers, along with some of the best doctors here in Tennessee, I find myself standing here today, and certainly an honor to be here. Every time we drive over this bridge here now, I think we're going to be reminded that Hendersonville is truly a very, very special place. It's an honor once again for me to be here. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
So great to see you, Richard. What an amazing day that must have been for all of you. Wow, what an honor to have them name a bridge in Henderson after you.
When they first came up, I had a little trouble thinking of how special a piece of concrete would be, built over Drake's Creek. But once we got there and we heard all of the people that introduced us and told us what they went through to get that bridge named after us, it turned out to be a real warm and fuzzy type of occasion. I was emotionally touched by all the people that showed up. All the seats were full that they had out there, a lot of people standing. And I just, as they were talking, I started thinking, all of our career, we've been building bridges just about everywhere we've gone to
That's
different fields of music. And this is the only bridge in Hendersonville, Tennessee. And you got to cross it if you go one side of the town to the other.
Yeah.
I remember around 60 years ago when I came to Hendersonville and joined the Oak Ridge Boys, there were less than 500 people here. There's probably over 80,000 that live here around Old Hickory Lake now.
Wow.
We have lots of wonderful neighbors, and they've been very good to us. And I hope that they feel we've been good to them.
No question they have. And William Lee, curious. So thank you for sharing that. Really great analogy as well. But William Lee, your thoughts as well? That had to be quite a day.
Well, it was. And the good thing about it, our bridge, the Oak Ridge Boys Bridge, is on the Johnny Cash Parkway.
Look at
Yes,
that.
it is. Yes,
I love
it is.
that. I love that. Now we just got to get a writing petition to get them to change the name of the town, I think,
and
to
just-
Oak Ridge Boy, Tennessee.
We're right up the road from Taylor Swift Park and Conway Twitty Lane that goes to the ballpark.
Holy cow. They're running out of landmarks to name, right?
We live in hillbilly heaven.
That is so great. And, listen, I think I said this the last time we were together in May, but it warrants repeating. Entertainment world and the music world are synonymous, but I'm truly say this as a heartfelt statement. It's more than just entertainment. Music is a common thread that brings so many of us together, and not to make this to create an agenda here, but it doesn't matter what religious conviction or political affiliation one has. When the Oak Ridge Boys set foot on the stage or we listen to new music, you bring everyone together. I mean, music is that one common thread, and what you guys do is extraordinarily important. And so I just want to, again, take this opportunity to say thank you so much for what you do. We need the Oak Ridge Boys now more than ever.
Well, we need the Oak Ridge Boys too. We've been through a challenging period of time with our group, losing Joe Bonzel, first of all,
Right.
and then Richard being ill most of this year, it has been a challenging two years with the Oak Ridge Boys. So for years we've heard people come up to us and say, when you sang this song or that song, it really touched my heart and helped me get through a rough time in our lives. Well, our music has helped us get through a rough time in our lives too. I couldn't wait to get on the bus and sing our songs
Yeah.
after one of the tragedies in my own personal family.
Yeah.
I just wanted to get on the bus and sing. And without even saying one word about losing my wife, the audience started standing in the middle of our show, and they wouldn't sit down.
Wow.
And we got so much strength from that. And we still get strength from it, not only from our music, but from the people that come to hear us. And I like to think of the Oak Ridge Boys as having a light, but our audience has a reflector. And if we send our light right, we get it back right, because the audience paid to see us and they want to have a good time. We don't know what they went through in their week and why they came to see us, but we want that hour and a half to 2 hour show. We want them to feel better when they leave than when they came.
And I have it on good authority that happens every time. And I really appreciate you sharing that. I've having lost some people close to me, as many people have. And what a challenge that is for you. I think the one saving grace is, I can just resolve that we're here to continue to carry the torch, the light and the spirit that we had with people such as your lovely wife and Joe. And at the end of the day, that's part of our purpose. It's just to keep carrying on their legacy.
Well, during that same period of time, William Lee, my partner here, he lost his oldest son.
Yeah.
And so we've had to dig real deep and do shows when we didn't really feel like it. But once you get on stage and once you start singing these songs that are family oriented, that family something that comes out of our music, we get it back and we feel that. And I would like to thank our fans for supporting us for so many years, but especially in the last 2 or 3 years. You've been especially warm to us, and we appreciate that.
Really beautiful. And William Lee, yeah, nobody should have to endure losing a child. I cannot imagine what that's like, but the power of music, as Dwayne said, is something that at least helps us, carry forward.
It is. No father's ever prepared for something like that. But as Dwayne said, music has been healing to all of us.
Right.
Mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually.
That's right.
Because when you lose someone, it hurts your entire being. And that's where music is the only thing that we found that can help the mental and the emotional and the physical and the spiritual being of what that brings back to us. And we find that it's been the most healing thing that we've done, is being get together and singing together. And but it's certainly, we don't want to be the ones getting all of the good feeling about it, because I know that if you go out into an audience, that all of them have had losses too. But music still, and it always in my life had been healing in different ways, whether you're going out of one relationship into another. And, heartache is heartache regardless of where you're coming from.
Right.
But music is the thing that touches all of our emotions. And it can touch them in healing ways. And so that's what it's our age, especially at my age, I found that that's been the most healing thing that we've done, is being together and singing.
Amen to that. Really appreciate you sharing those insights with all of us. And, this time of year is some cause for celebration. It's not only remembering loved ones, but, that no longer are with us, but the ones that we are with. And Down Home Christmas, I got to say, guys, is such a wonderful Christmas album. And the beauty of a great Christmas album is it doesn't matter when it was recorded, when it was released, it's timeless. But the truth is, so much of your music is timeless. But you guys picked up on the magic of one Dave Cobb. I would say on the eve, so to speak, of his production schedule exploding with massive demand. And now, of course, everybody wants Dave Cobb at the helm. But from your guys' perspective as a producer, what did and what does Dave continue to bring to the table for the Oak Ridge Boys?
Well, Dave Cobb brings a perspective to the Oak Ridge Boys that we had not had in a while.
Yeah.
And he's an unusual person. He doesn't really look at genres of music when he talks Oak Ridge Boys. He said, if you wanted to record the biggest rock and roll song in history, it would still be an Oak Ridge Boys song when people hear it, because you've got your own sound. Your 4-part harmony is unmistakable, the Oak Ridge Boys. And when we sing a song, we put our stamp on that, even though it might be from a genre that we're not really that big in. We still have our sound that is applied to that song. And we just got out of the studio recording a whole bunch of songs that are iconic hits for other people. And so I've never been so proud of the Oak Ridge Boys as I was when we finished up yesterday, putting our vocal work on a brand new album that will be out next year.
Love hearing that. And I mean, since you kind of went down that road, Dave is involved. Is he not?
Dave, yes.
How
Dave,
great.
Well, Dave is now one of the top people at MCA Records.
I know he's only got so much time in the day, but you guys remain a priority to his credit.
And we kept our desire to keep him producing the Oak Ridge Boys. And he is co-producer of this album, this new album. And he pulled in Anderson East to help with the production.
Wow.
And help with some of the overdubs, because he has a lot of time now that he has to spend in the office. And so Dave was active in every song that we recorded this time. He helped find the songs. He sent us songs that we wouldn't even have dreamed of recording.
Yeah.
It's great to still have David Cobb a part of our production team. In fact, he and Anderson East are the co-producers.
That's great news. And William Lee, I mean, that after all this time, all of the albums, all of the music that you recorded, I don't know if fans can understand this unless they were musicians and they've gone through the process of recording. But, you know, I sense that you guys are as energized and as thrilled listening to these brand new recordings, if not even more so than reflecting on your past recordings.
Well, it's, life, sometimes you face challenges, and you have to keep your focus. It was music that brought us to town, and it's we can't lose that focus. And it was 4-part harmonies is what the Oak Ridge Boys do.
That's
and
right.
At this day, you're seeing 2 guys of the Oak Ridge Boys that we're the only professional 4-part harmony singing group in country music or pop music.
That's right.
And there used to be, I remember the days when I was growing up when there was quartets in pop music, the Coasters and those guys.
The doo-wop era. Yeah.
Yeah. Charlie Brown and Why Is Everybody Always Picking on Me?
Yeah.
So
That was pretty good.
Yeah, it was. I'll tell you what, let's roll the tape. We got to lay that down.
We'll remember that.
So, yeah, man, it's but we're the only quartet out there now, and that's actually a quartet, with a great high tenor singer, a young guy that I got grandkids older than Ben James. He's in his 20s. He's at the age that Dwayne and I were when we come into the Oak Ridge Boys. So
full circle in a way.
It's great to have that young energy around us too, and the guys have got an incredible voice.
Yeah.
And for us to be able to harmonize behind him is also a special treat.
Yeah, absolutely. And as was mentioned earlier too, it's also great, again, on these new recordings is that Richard was able to lay down some vocals as well, which is great that the 3 of you, are still putting stakes in the ground musically.
Well, we're all close friends. And I have to tell you, one of the greatest thrills I had yesterday was when Richard Sturban walked into the studio.
I'll bet.
And he helped us on several of the songs and sang with us. And it just felt great to have Richard in there. He's been going through treatment for his medical conditions, and his goal is to beat cancer and to get back out on the road with the Oak Ridge Boys. And we hope and pray for him that he does get to do just that. He's still very much a part of this group.
Yeah, music is a wonderful, magical form of medicine. You know, it's a healing property for sure, like William Lee and you, Dwayne, we're talking about. So where's this being recorded in Nashville?
Anderson East has his own recording studio, and this was probably the most unusual recording sessions we've ever had.
Is that right?
He had us situated in the same room with all of the pickers. We were all in the big room together, and he had real short to the floor recliner chairs. And we sat down and had the microphones right in our face. And it was such a relaxing type of sessions that we cut most all of the vocal work on the original tracks.
Wow.
When usually you just do the track work and get all of the instrumentation done. Well, we were in the same room with all the musicians except the drummer. He had his own room. And being in the middle of all of that, it just turned into a musical event.
Yeah.
And we cut over half of our vocals were cut live just as we put them down. And that's what the people will hear.
That's so great. You know, that's how the great Frank Sinatra used to do it as well, you know, capture that energy.
David Cobb is an expert at that. He really does not like to go beyond 2 takes.
Yeah.
He says all of your anxiety and the thrill of recording and the newness of recording it the first time, he said you may be able to keep that for the second time, but when you get into the third or fourth or fifth, you're just trying to imitate what you did on the first one, and you're trying to equal it. Yeah. So let's get it right the first time or two. And if we have to take one part of this verse and put it over on the other track, we can do that, but it'll have the same energy and have that same newness and the anxiety that you feel when it's going down. And we were able to do that on almost this entire album. We only had to fix just a few things. That's what we were doing yesterday. It didn't take but 3 hours to fix the things that we messed up. Just 3 hours.
Amazing.
To do, and that was just voices only.
Yeah.
And we were in there and out of there in no time. It was newness there too, because we had never been able to cut an album that quickly.
I love that. You know, and you know what else I love too is just hearing both of you and the enthusiasm and energy you're getting after all this time with the recording session. Again, it's in your DNA, but it's also, I think, great that you have someone like Dave, and Anderson that are kind of shaking it up a little bit, pushing the boundaries, challenging you to some degree. Not surprised that it wasn't difficult for you guys to ace it. But speaking of acing it, just as an observation, between the dedication, the footage that we saw, and seeing you guys this evening, I would pay probably half of all of my life savings to have you guys taking me shopping. I love that hat. I love the clothes you guys wear. I don't know how you guys pull it off, but man, I would pay good money to spend half a day to go to see where the Oak Ridge Boys get their duds.
Down at Tractor Supply.
Excellent. It must be a special one. I love it. Yeah, no question about it. Hey, let's hear from some of the fans. Tress Aragon saying hello from Texas. Love you. That's Harmony. Dave Heath is saying it's time for an Oak Ridge Boys live from the Wheeling Jamboree album.
Wow, I love that place. We worked there for many, many years. In fact, we still go back there from time to time.
Yeah.
That's where we first heard Ben James sing.
Wow.
We were working a festival weekend festival there, and we were invited by a country bluegrass group, Daly and Vincent, and Ben was filling in with them on that weekend. When we work a concert, when it gets to Elvira time, if anybody else is on the show, no matter who it is, we invite them to come out and sing it with us, because everybody in the building is singing it anyhow. We might as well get all the artists on stage. But when it came time for the second verse, Joe handed the microphone to Ben James, and Ben never missed a lick.
Wow.
I mean, he sang it just like he was booked to sing that song.
Yeah.
And we all looked at each other after that period of time, because we knew that Joe was already in the early stages of ALS, and at some point he might have to get off the road. Well, we all looked at each other and listened to Ben James. He never missed a note. In fact, Ben James' hero is Joe Bonzel. We still have yet to have a rehearsal with Ben.
Really?
He knows everything that Joe has ever recorded. It's probably been one of the smoothest moves that we've ever had in our group. And we still have yet to rehearse with him.
That's amazing. Yeah, it speaks volumes as far as a gentleman's concerned. He's such a talent, Ben. Bama Holloway saying hello from Craigford, Alabama. And Dottie Gill is saying, I have a hat for William Lee. I say, forget William Lee. He's got a great hat. I need the hat. But I think she'd rather give it to William than me for sure. And Bonnie's saying, hello from Summertown, Tennessee. Yes, there we go. And also, let's see, Anita May is also saying hello to Dwayne and William Lee. And everybody's just so appreciative that you guys, with your busy schedules, and as much as you've accomplished, are to this day, taking out time like right now to share insights. Abby is saying hello from Minnesota. Can't wait to see you guys.
Be there Friday night.
That's right. And we also had, there was somebody else, Mary Peterson, I believe it is saying that she's confident that you guys will warm them up because the forecast is 25 below zero. I'm going out of an outdoor shed.
I'm going to have to go by my house and get a bigger coat.
Yeah, not only that, Dwayne, but probably you got to find out who's booking these shows for you guys. Maybe you want to do that in the summertime, but 'tis the season, right?
It is the season.
That is the season, and we don't go up north very much in the wintertime because of the snow.
Right.
We usually try to work the southern states during our Christmas, but this year we've got 3 dates this week: Wausau, Wisconsin, Medina, Minnesota, and then we work Wisconsin Dells on Saturday. Wow. And all of those we're going to be knee deep in snow.
Yeah. And Linda Strong is just saying, just really appreciating this time right now that you're spending with the fans. Just to again reiterate that it's time well spent. And speaking of time well spent, that's my cue to say that today we're celebrating not one but 2 great albums from the legendary Oak Ridge Boys. It would not be Christmas here in America without the Oak Ridge Boys, and the album is Down Home Christmas with 10 wonderful tracks, a must own. And by the way, I correlate this as kind of like it's like a supplement to their great Christmas shows, which they started in the late 80s. It's been a tradition for, I think, some 37 years or so.
Yeah.
Is that right? Yeah.
That's
I mean,
right.
it's a tradition. And so this is almost like the soundtrack or supplement. And I also love the fact that Dave Cobb had the good sense to make sure you guys were front and center, and there's no overproduction. He served these great guys. And also now available, why do you fans, this terrific studio album, It's Only Natural, and Talk Shop Live fans can purchase their copies right here, right now. And as the Oak Ridge Boys way of thanking you, fine fans, Dwayne and William have graciously agreed to sign a limited number of copies purchased here. And order your copies by hitting the shop button on Talk Shop Live on socials. Comment the word shop and we'll DM you a link. And the rest is quick and easy, but again, hurry, they're limited. And with this holiday season upon us, I can't think of a greater, more unique you can give someone you care about than the gift of the Oak Ridge Boys. Truly will be something memorable. Now available wide to fans. I mentioned the wonderful Oak Ridge Boys studio album, It's Only Natural. Here's their most recent take on the worldwide all-time great classic, Elvira. And Brendan, if you would, please roll the digital for us.
Oh, yeah.
What a great video. Letting that play out. I'll tell you what, first of all, I would, just like I would pay good money to have you guys take me shopping for clothes and hats, you know what? I would pay good money to get an unedited version of that William Lee. I'm not sure if you were showing there or whatever, but man, as Johnny Cass would say, that was badass. And Dwayne, we can see where your inspiration comes from, but so much fun, that video. What a great version, and a star-studded cast. I mean, only the Oak Ridge Boys could shut down Nashville and country music the day this video was shot. What a Rolodex you guys must have, and had to be massive fun to shoot that one.
Well, we had never done a video on Elvira. There never had been one done.
Wow.
And so Brandon Wood came up with an idea of doing a video as a tribute to the song and have a tribute band singing the song or pantomiming the song. And we come in and just a bunch of our friends show up and doing a tribute song, a tribute to the song Elvira. And it turned out just really so much fun. I mean, everybody showed up. And there were so many people showed up, we couldn't get them all on the video.
Is that right?
But there's a whole bunch there. And there is a lot of extra footage there. But the whole town showed up, and it was so much fun.
That's so great. Well, we have to talk to management to see if somehow we can work out an extended version to get some of those others in on that. It's just so great. And Down Home Christmas, I want to cover a number of these tracks. The opening track, Family Piano, wow, just gospel tinge, wonderful opening selection.
Right.
For me, this track spoke to me personally. And of course, that's often what many of the Oak Ridge Boys songs provide. But growing up, we had a family piano that was kind of that beacon or a magnet pulling together family and friends, especially when we gathered during Christmas Eve. And that song kind of brought me back, to the atmosphere and the people that were there and what that meant to me. So that song really resonated with me. And just curious if either of you had similar experiences growing up during the holidays.
Well, I was raised in a large family, but I was the youngest. And with all of my brothers and sisters coming home on holidays, especially Christmas, if mom and dad joined with us, we had enough in our family to have a double quartet. That's where I learned to sing harmony, is around the old piano. And all of those songs were written for this album. We asked the best writers in town to come up with songs that reflected the times that we had when we would go to our hometown. Right. So each of us shared going home to Texas or Alabama or Philadelphia or New Jersey, and the traditions that we would go through. That's what we asked the writers to write about. And this song is really all about the Oak Ridge Boys growing up and going to Christmas, going home for Christmas.
I love that. William Lee, what about you during the holidays?
Well, I grew up in South Alabama, like we've mentioned earlier, but we're going to have holiday here at home, here where I'm at right now for Christmas, and at our old home place here. This old place was built in 1786.
It's pretty amazing.
3 years before George Washington was president, and 10 years before Tennessee was a state.
Well, that's got to be designated as a historical site.
Yeah, we've asked Santa Claus to come back here because he knows where this is at.
Yeah, well, just like we're going to get you in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, we'll start a writing petition for Santa to make sure he gets that job done for sure.
Well, I don't know if that will ever happen or not, but I tell you what, we did get a touch of it because they asked us to come to Ohio and do a Johnny Cash song to help induct him into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So we got a touch of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. If that should ever come our way, it would be a huge honor, except that we're not really on a petition to get that to happen. If it does, it would be a huge honor.
I'll tell you what, you guys killed it on that one special track with none other than Paul Simon.
Wow.
You guys have crossed over. You've influenced so many rock musicians. We can get disco artists in. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it. We can get ABBA in. The Oak Ridge Boys definitely should be in. But I'm not trying to start anything here. I'm going to go off the rails a little bit. And William, I got to ask you, those chairs are amazing. What's the origin of those chairs both of you are sitting on? Is there a story behind it?
There is, man. When I bought this old place, I was in New York City. The Oak Ridge Boys were up there.
Yeah.
And I was walking down the street and I saw these chairs in an antique shop there.
Yeah.
And I went in and asked about them, and man, I liked them. There's another one that goes with this one. There's 3 of them. And I found out that they had actually come out of an old Masonic temple, Masonic lodge, and
That makes sense.
and I'm a Mason, and I've been a Mason since 1964, 61 years, I guess. So, and I'm also a Shriner. So I bought the chairs and had them to ship them here to my home. And they've been here ever since. So they've been here 45 years. They were this grand piano behind me was the first piece of furniture I bought when I moved in here. I was a bachelor when I moved in here. I'd been trying to love 2 women and lost both of them. And so,
So what did you do? You had all that space?
yeah, I bought this old place, and I bought me a grand piano, and I bought me some chairs to sit in.
I love that. I'm not even going to ask you what you paid for it, but you know what? Those chairs found its rightful owner. You know, you're giving it great use and great light for sure. Bring Daddy Home for Christmas. Love how this is narrated with the chorus wrapped around it. Just terrific, man. The vibe. You know, I mean, you know, I feel like it's placed me in the setting of seeing you guys, you know, with a fireplace behind you, and I'm like front and center. It just had a great feel.
We're speaking about rock and roll. We got Mick Jagger back here on the wall, an Andy Warhol of Mick Jagger back there. So
Is that right?
we're fans of rock and roll. I am. I've always been a fan. I was a fan when Little Richard hit, and Chuck Berry, Jerry Lee Lewis, and Fats Domino, and Carl Perkins. Yeah, Elvis Presley. Yeah, I was there in the beginning, and I'm still a fan of great rock and roll music.
I'm not surprised to hear that. Are there public tours available at your home, William Lee?
What was that?
Are there public tours available at your home?
Well, there's only for these people that I've invited in here today, and that's Jeremy Westby and John Muir and my singing partner, Dwayne Allen, and my wife's in there keeping the dog quiet so we can talk in here.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna push it. I don't want to wear out my welcome, so I'll wait for the invite after the third time.
You're always welcome.
You're a good man for sure.
Hey, man, there's a song that I don't want to get away from here without talking about. And the Oak Ridge Boys last year, we recorded and released an album called Mama's Boys.
Yes.
Dave Cobb produced that. It was his idea for us to do a song about our mothers and about mothers. Aaron Rettier and David Lee Murphy wrote a song for the album. And Dwayne was there when they put the thing down, and anyhow, it's a song called "Come On Home."
Yeah,
it got more streams than any other song on the album when the album was released.
Wow.
They put a video out earlier in the year. The video won a Telly Award this year, something the Oak Ridge Boys had never done, win a Telly Award for a music video.
It's amazing. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's exciting, man. And the song's called "Come On Home," and if you could play it or get that video on here at some point, it'd be great. And it is an up-tempo song. It's a fun song to sing. It's about a young boy leaving home. Ben James played the young boy leaving home, and in a high-mile Cadillac. So, yeah. I don't want to get away without mentioning that particular song and last year's album about Mama's Boys with Oak Ridge Boys.
Yeah, let me see what we could do on the. We're gonna play another track, I'm gonna see what we can do on that front, William Lee. Thank you for bringing that up. And again, I want to remind everybody that we are offering up Down Home Christmas, which is just a wonderful Christmas album featuring the four classic Oak Ridge Boys all together, which is just absolutely amazing, and equally so a great studio recording. It's Only Natural. Both are available, and the gentlemen that you see before you, the great Dwayne Allen and the great William Lee Golden, have graciously agreed to sign a limited number of copies purchased here on Talk Shop Live. To order your copies, just hit the shop button at Talk Shop Live and comment shop on the socials. We'll DM you a link. And there's no greater way to show how much you appreciate these incredibly talented artists than by owning, their bodies of work for sure. Let's check out another track from the Christmas album. Here's Down Home Christmas, or I should say that's the name of the album. The name of the track, which is a fun one, is Reindeer on the Roof. And Brendan, if you would, please roll the digital for us.
Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? It might be the snow, it might be the breeze, the wind might have blown down the old oak tree. Mama looked out the window, we asked what she saw. That might be Santa Claus. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? That's a lot of racket for a Christmas moon. More than Saint Nick is the shiny black boots. 8 sleigh pullers make 32 hooves. I think I hear a reindeer on the roof. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. That's right. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. They sure make a lot of noise for a sight at night. They better not tangle up the Christmas lights. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. What's that? It might be the snow, it might be the breeze, the wind might have blown down the old oak tree. Mama looked out the window, we asked what she saw. That might be Santa Claus. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. That's right. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom. That's right. Ba-boom, ba-boom, boom, 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 boom.
So much fun. So much to take away from this. First of all, who knew Dennis Quaid had moves? And I love how Richard is showcased in that one. And also, now it's on the top of my list next time I go to Nashville. Never heard of Santa's Pub. Now I have to go there.
It's a great place. It's Christmas all year long at Santa's Pub.
I love it.
They welcomed us, and when word gets out that we're doing a video, all these people show up, and it's so much fun. I mean, there's John Rich, Dennis Quaid, just all these people start showing up, and it just makes Jamey Johnson's there. Just a bunch of good friends of ours. We all hang out together. They support the Oak Ridge Boys, and they're some of the nicest people in our business.
They're friends of Santa too.
Yeah, for the record, we just want to they made the list for the record.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely. And William Lee, I just want to let you know, when you guys were last on, we talked about that last great album, Mama's Boys, and the good news is we did feature. It was the track you're referring to was "Come On Home," right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we featured that, and I want to encourage all fans because we don't have access to it right now, but go to talkshop.live. And all you have to do is query Oak Ridge Boys and look at this was the last show was in May, and it was for that album. Watch the show first of all because those guys are great, and Richard was on that show as well. But you'll also get to hear a number of great tracks, including this really special one that William Lee mentioned, entitled "Come On Home."
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to let everybody know that. We're here to celebrate the holidays and the Oak Ridge Boys. Michelle Masiello Becker is just saying what a great CD this is and so much fun, the holiday recording. And Bama Halloway loved the song.
Yeah.
And Robin's just saying, just love all of your music and appreciates all you do. Jackie Chenault, Sass Fay. I wish we had phonetic spelling.
Arkansas.
Names. But I'll tell you what, she's saying it's a great album as well. And also Amanda's saying, I love Come On Home. I've got 4 kids, the youngest 18, so it really hits home.
Thanks, Amanda. We appreciate all you people that are sending notes in to us. We actually see them on the side of the screen over there. We're reading them as you're sending in those notes. We thank you very much. There's a whole bunch more. We're not going to be able to get to all of them, but we're thankful for every one of you who have written us notes. Thank you so much. We appreciate this love and support.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kimberly. Thank you, Aaron. Whoa. See all those names and recognize some of them immediately.
That's so great. I'm not surprised to hear that for sure. Down Home Christmas, love the title track. Instant Christmas classic that'll put a smile on everyone's face. South Alabama Christmas, we know William Lee's roots are there. That's a spirited, soulful vocal performance. And from the solo vocals to the full menu of harmonies from you guys, just love that one for sure. And I want to slide in one more Christmas song. This is one that I wish was presented to me with a wonderful musical disclaimer as a child. This is Don't Go Pulling on Santa's Beard. Might have lost a few valuable years of Santa's generosity, but had the song been around a little bit earlier, I might have been able to salvage that. But it's still a great song, and I'm appreciative of it. And I'll tell you what, Brendan, if you would, please roll the digital. Here's Don't Go Pulling on Santa's Beard.
Oh, oh, it's almost that time of year. The man in red's about to be here. You can lean on his belly, whisper wishes in his ear,
but don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
oh, his cheap Santa's coming, a jolly big and chubby. His eyes are full of Christmas cheer. You can sit upon his knee, say thank you and please,
But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
you can wrap your arms around his neck, hold his hand, maybe sneak a peck, get your picture made, make a face that's weird.
But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
Oh, his cheap Santa's coming, a jolly big and chubby. His eyes are full of Christmas cheer. You can sit upon his knee, say thank you and please,
But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
I guess some folks just gotta see it's as real can be. But here's some simple, quick advice.
And that thing with all your might.
Old Santa man, he's seen it all, big and little, short and tall, and we hold him close and we treat him dear.
But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
Oh, his cheap Santa's coming, a jolly big and chubby. His eyes are full of Christmas cheer. You can sit upon his knee, say thank you and please.
But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard. But don't go pulling on Santa Claus beard.
Yeah, who knew? I'll tell you what I knew. I found out the hard way. This kind of goes back. William Lee, we were talking about some of your inspiration growing up. It's kind of got that doo-wop feel to it, kind of that vibe.
About what, the growing up?
Don't go pulling on Santa's beard.
I got a doo-wop feel.
It does. And I like doo-wop. You know, I like all group type singing, but that song does, and you know, there's some other ones on there. You mentioned the title of the album. It's also got a great feel, man.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
The Down Home Christmas song. We're doing that one every night on this Christmas show this run.
I love it. Yeah, it's a great track. Yeah, you're absolutely right. No question about it. And Dwayne, I love the fact too that Joe's featured front and center on this video, and also Richard reinforced, kind of capped with your guys' trademark harmonies on that video.
Well, I think probably I one time we were doing some mixing in the studio after the sessions had been done. We were mixing the product, and I told them, "Look, bring Richard up." And the reason that we feature Richard is because he's a great bass singer.
Yeah.
And every other group in the whole world would do the same thing if they had a great bass singer. So I want to hear him. Bring him up. You know, a lot of acts in pop and rock and roll and even country music, they sing this real sweet harmony, and it's tight and it's beautiful. The Oak Ridge Boys are more like about 4 Peterbilt trucks headed right at you down the interstate.
Yeah.
We're energy. We're high energy, full voice, and there's very little falsetto or that real whoosh type of singing where you're getting real tight and close together. We're more like right in your face, and that's the way it's always been with the Oak Ridge Boys. We give it everything we've got. It might be a slow ballad, and those might be intimate for a period of time, but they usually have somewhere in every one of those songs that we end with a high ending or the high energy. That comes from our gospel roots.
Makes sense. It totally makes sense for sure. Hey, I want to slide in a couple of quick things before we let you guys move on. I can't believe we're already at the top of the bewitching hour, but Dwayne, you once said, and I love this, that you try to figure out how to quit the business of music, but you just don't know how to retire. I love that.
Boy, we're in it right now.
Yeah.
And, we've had every reason in the world to hang it up. Last year, right before Christmas, I was sitting in the front of the bus watching a basketball game I had DVR'd, and the other 3 guys had been in a meeting in the back, and I didn't know it. And they came up front and they said, you mind, let's have a meeting? So I said, well, sure, let me turn this off. So I turned off the recording machine, and they said, we want to work next year. And I said, well, we're on our farewell tour, but I don't have anybody else to go home to now.
Yeah.
And we're still singing pretty good. So we might as well work, because I tell you, I do a lot better when I'm working than any other time. I love to sing. And so we started putting dates in the book, and I told them the first part of the year will be slow, but we'll make it up in the latter part. And we're in that right now, and we're working our butts off. We've had a great Christmas tour. We've still got 7 days left to do our Christmas shows, and then we'll take off.
I love that. And William Lee, you said on the last show, and this was something I was saying, it looked like you guys were winding down on the farewell tour. And you said very sternly, I think you were trying to have a group meeting while I happened to be there, that, you wanted to rename it the Revival Tour. I absolutely love that.
Yeah. Well, it's like someone asked Keith Richards one day, he said, when's the Rolling Stones going to retire?
Yeah.
Keith said, retire? That'd be like a death sentence.
Yeah.
So it is, man. It's when people, they slam the door on you being able to sing. We want to follow people like Willie Nelson and Governor Jimmy Davis. Governor Jimmy Davis recorded an album when he was 100 years old.
Incredible.
So that's kind of what we're looking for. We're looking forward to that time.
Looking forward to that myself for sure. And I got to ask you guys, what does 2026 look like? It sounds like we've got a new album, which is great news.
Well, we've got more dates booked in the first 6 months than we had last year.
Wow.
So, and we're booking the whole year. So we're taking dates now. There are already a bunch of dates in the book for next year. We don't know what we're going to do in 27, 28, or 29, or 30. We may still be singing at that time. We've tried to quit. We just can't do it. We love to sing. People keep coming out to see us. Promoters still call and want dates by the Oaks. So we're going to sing until God tells us it's enough. Go home.
Well, it's not enough. I don't want to speak for God, but I'll tell you what, I'm so grateful to hear that. And us fans really appreciate the fact that you guys are committed to continue to do it, because it means a lot to all of us. It first starts with, I know, serving you guys, and you have to feel good about it. And clearly, it drives you. And before we let you go, we'd like to thank all the fans for being here today and for their continued support of the Oak Ridge Boys, and also here on Talk Shop Live. And we got a few thousand of them. I mean, they absolutely love you. I want to thank you, fans, and John Muir from the Oak Ridge Boys management, and also on the management front, a huge thank you to the legendary Jim Halsey. And I call him out because he sent me a note on the last show that I will cherish forever. Inspires me to this day. So, Jim, thank you for your amazing, kind words and the feedback from Dwayne and William Lee and Richard also. And from Lightning Rod Records, thank you so much, Logan, for helping us to get through and set up this show today. We appreciate it. Logan Rogers and Mickey Windham from 30 Tigers.
Yes,
thank
sir.
you, Mickey, for planting those seeds. And we love everybody at 30 Tigers. And Carl Boring and Kathy Harris, and always one of our big supporters, Jake Anderson from the Orchard. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention Jeremy Westby, Scott Sexton, and also to Zach Walton, and to our fulfillment partners that make sure you get these great signed Oak Ridge Boy CDs. That would be All Media Supply. And to Brian, Tina, Brad, Joe, Jenny, Levani, Marty, Kate, Sam, and behind the scenes doing a great job as always, Brendan Quinn. But most importantly, to the Oak Ridge Boys, Dwayne Allen and William Lee Golden, for continuing to provide your musical gifts with all of us. Dwayne and William, any last words you'd like to share with the fans this holiday season?
Just give us a call. We'll come back anytime. We love talking with you, Steve.
Yeah, and Jim Halsey, our manager, does have us booked next year on their, I think they're calling the tour the Route 66 tour, because we've got several dates that's along that old Route 66 from the East Coast to the West Coast. So we're going to be out there all over America, the highways and the byways.
I love that. That sounds like a T-shirt, William Lee. And Dwayne, we got to have you guys come back when this new record comes out. I'm so looking forward to talking about it.
I can't wait. I love visiting with you. And thank you again to all you people. We see all of the names on the side there. We've been reading them as you've been sending in your messages. Thank you. Thank you, Joseph. Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Jackie. We see all of those messages on the side. Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
Yeah, it's so much love out there for sure. And you guys mean so much to them. Pick up the Oak Ridge Boys Down Home Christmas. And it's only natural here on Talk Shop Live, personally autographed by none other than Dwayne and William Lee. While you're at it, pick up copies for your friends and family. It's a unique gift that will last a lifetime. It's an heirloom. And music and art is a gift that keeps on giving. And while I can't look you personally directly in the eyes, virtually I can look you straight in the eyes and say, let's be honest, sometimes we just get lazy and we decide to go for those gift cards. But you know what? Once that amount is spent, gift card isn't really worth anything. Worse yet, it becomes landfill. Give the wonderful gift of the Oak Ridge Boys. That's a gift that keeps on giving, and your fans, your friends and family will thank you for it. You worked hard this year. You deserve it. And you know what? I have it on good authority. The Oak Ridge Boys will enhance everyone's quality of life. They have, and they will continue to do so. Dwayne and William Lee, thank you again. Such an honor, and thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
To you, and bless you as well. And with that, everyone, stay safe, enjoy life. Happy holidays to all of you. So long, everybody. Thanks again, Dwayne. Thanks again, William Lee.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Now you call her, what you gonna do now you got her? Don't you really think that you oughta buy a little ring and put it on her finger? If you're gonna keep her, gonna have to dig a little deeper. Now it's either all or nothing. You better do something. What you gonna do? Now you call her, so I bought her one little drink, then I asked her one little dance, and I kissed her. The next thing I knew, she was giving me her number. Now there's some frilly things hanging from the shower at my place. We're sharing a bed and a toothpaste. We're Daddy's on the phone saying,
What you gonna do?
now you call her. What you gonna do now you got her? Don't you really think that you oughta buy a little ring and put it on her finger? If you're gonna keep her, gonna have to dig a little deeper. Now it's either all or nothing. You better do something.
What you gonna do?